Good morning, Redwoods. We're here in the Idaho field in Tennessee. Redwoods Redemption, April 18th, 2024. That sounds weird. It's a Thursday morning. Did y'all get outside yesterday? Did you look up? Did you breathe? All right, so what is the ribbon for? Orange ribbon. Sometimes it's to get people's attention, like the wild rose growing over there. If I'm talking loud, it's because of these brute neighbors, but I did that. I mean, I try to shorten this as possible, just rednecks and trucks and trespassers and hunting stuff. They don't care about this, so I mark it. Sometimes I wonder if it's best not to mark it, but I'll reuse this. This stuff lasts forever. So make it, just reuse it. There's a hickory tree, and here's an oak tree that I marked from the fall last year. So this field was an experimental field, the Idaho field. Field D on the farm. This is the west old fence line. They used to farm cotton and have goats and stuff back here. I say back here, this was the cotton, the goats was back up that way. So I've been letting that wild rose get wild. Redwoods is wild and free. There's blackberry. Get some really good blackberry right here. They come really quick. You see they've already bloomed. I'm gonna try to make some blackberry kombucha. Here she comes. I'm telling y'all, just come out here and identify stuff. Maybe you don't want to make trails, maybe you just want to walk them. That's fine. But most of this is just seeing what happens. So underneath us walking right now are these, this wild rose is spread, really big area, just leaving it alone. Some stuff you'll learn will choke out other stuff. So the start of this, I didn't want to use machine. I didn't want to use the diesel. Save money. You can make it about saving the environment. We definitely do that here. So get outside and be a part of it. Remember, Redwoods is an alternative or an addition. We're not against anything. We're not against the mental health industry. We're not against pharmaceuticals. I would like to work in cooperation with them. Just adding nature, getting outside, trying something different. There's this wild rose. Some people call it a Japanese rose. Wildlife love them. The hummingbirds, the butterfly, the bees. And they get really tall. That's just one thing. Remember, we're always making trails. Always. So that trail goes, if you want to come and walk by yourself, just go back there. There's a trail. Really long trail back that way. At the end of it, there's some shagbark hickories. Some of the prettiest I've ever seen. So I'm taking you all to the winter project, one of the winter projects. One I might do 20 minutes a day. Maybe that's all I have time for. And maybe that's 20 minutes is more than zero. You see this Indian tobacco? Yeah, that's what they call it. It's dried out, and I didn't try to harvest any, so I don't smoke that, but okay, this thing's 15 feet tall, and some of it's over 20, but I was just gonna see what happens, and it dominated. It gets really green, and it does create something on the, I don't know, I need to study more, but you can use come learn how to identify different things. Like there's some, what they call Japanese honeysuckle coming up. It will choke stuff out, but I'll tell you this, you're not gonna mow through it. Those belts and PTO shafts are not gonna like it. So, like I said, everything is time and pressure, and little things add up. Look at these beauties. Look at these painted ferns. I mean, they have taken over really fast. See, just let things be. Make your little path down the middle. Here's Turtle Pass. It's a American, God, I'm forgetting my stuff right now. But those oak trees are about to fill in, so you won't be able to see the sky through there. It's gonna be a dark canopy. The Idaho field is really pretty, and I'm looking for some ideas. There's a creek back here, and there's places I've been working on that would just make really nice spots. So you see our trail through there, foot trail. Like I said, most of the work I say by hand, but you're always using your feet, right? You're walking. So we're gonna see how far I can get those ferns coming out here. I love those things. You can take some and put up around your garden at your house. It's free. Remember, Redwoods is free. There's no insurance, there's no waiting, there's no money, there's no going into debt. American elm, call this the American elm. She's still perfectly fine. Some people will see her and say no, these ferns like her. She's still got her roots in the ground. She just got pushed over. Turtle Pass here. I guarantee, well, we saw a turtle 2 days ago. Pass up under there. Do y'all remember this spot? I'm gonna find the video when it was just, nothing was green when we started this winter. There's that redwoods laying down. Good morning, Fern. Good morning, hickory. Good morning, moss. See, the forestry mulching, like I said, I'm not against the forestry mulching. I don't want to get anybody. This is something you do by hand at the trails. You don't disturb you create a walking path, of course. Just time and pressure, just over and over again. That's all that is. Forestry mulching is just time and pressure. Whether you have a machine, whether you're using your boot. All right, if I stop talking, it's because, do you see how fast? Just a week ago, it wasn't like this. God, y'all, isn't this inviting? I told y'all. There's the Idaho field. That's where we come in, right here. If you remember, we started over there by that tulip tree. Old oak tree here. Red oak. And then this is a sycamore, I guess. See, small sycamore. So here we go. It's morning time, y'all. Look how pretty this is. It's gonna get really dark again. So in the middle of the day, you come here, you're like, it's really hot. Well, this is in the shade. So don't tell me about you're scared of the sun or whatever, because we're gonna be under here. Okay, guys, this is not AI. You don't believe me, do you? Remember, little things add up. We started with one little stick. Good morning, sassafras. All right, she wants to show y'all something. First of all, don't forget to look up or you'll miss it. Every day there's something. Good morning, beech tree. We still got to get these leaves off gently so these ferns can take off and the moss. But this sassafras tree, look at the bottom here. Those blues and greens. You got the old fern and the young. Redwood's redemption. Good morning, hickory tree. We got some hickory and fern. A lot of hickory. This is a beautiful spot. Guys, this started with one of these right here. No machines, just hand and foot. Like I said, foot. Got a Joe blade for vines. And got the loppers. Good morning. Beech tree. Like I said, it's gonna fill in even more. We could have a fire right here. Somebody can read under this tree. Look at those roots. This is a beautiful tree. Got a maple tree there. And this holly tree, we're trying to, she's evergreen. Trying to get her, just save these along with these ferns. There was a bunch of greenbrier here. And that's another thing the Joe blade is great at, is getting the, check this out. Getting that greenbrier out. See, this one's still growing. Apparently you can eat those things. They will take over a tree though. Shorten its life or kill it. Like the grapevines and muscadine vines. Here we are, Redwood's redemption. We did this. Time and pressure. Little things add up. Good and bad. Remember I said we still got to do this side over here. Redwood's redemption. An alternative. Using nature in a positive way, in a calm way, not to do harm, combined with physical activity. Maybe it's just stretching, or maybe it's just getting outside, looking up and breathing. If you don't have a place to get outside, step one is get outside. If you don't have a place to get outside, let me know. Let me know down below. That's what Redwoods is. We're gonna create a network, and there's plenty of places, I promise you, just like this little nook. I call this Horseshoe Mound. Like I said, maybe you wanna walk by yourself on trails. Maybe you have some rage for some reason. I tell you what, how many times can you up and down this hill and down? Get outside. Get outside. I think that getting the people that have chosen to not go on with life, I'm asking those people for, if you don't got plans tomorrow, just, here I am. Here we are, Redwoods. Redwoods is here. Time and pressure. No machines, no, we didn't bring in any mulch and drop on the ground. Like, I'm not saying that stuff is bad. Part of the, I think, world's troubles are instant gratification. So we all need balance. So I go to sleep early because I love this. I love the sunrise. I love greeting the sunrise. Then you want to talk about chemicals and pharmaceuticals? There's a chemical in that sun. Yes, sometimes I get intense. Most of the time. Look at that grapevine. Guys, you got to get outside. Breathe. Look up. This is the valley of the beach. The valley of the beach. You just come from the road, you come through the Idaho field. I'll show you. There's some trails going back that way too. God, that's a beautiful tree. All of them are. It is getting woolly fast. Every day I see change just in a 24-hour period. Like I'm watching this shagbark hickory tree. I'll show you all later today. See, I'll stop talking or mumble or stumble or I'm Euro stepping this specimen. They said she was dead, but I say she just started living. The moss is growing on her. This fern's taking off. I don't want to leave her. Remember, we started right through there. This old spot right here was let me think, 60s. This is a logging trail, I think from the 50s or 60s. And it goes along. I started the trail, but what happens is, there's a creek over here, and when it gets a lot of rain, you know, obviously this spot gets water in it. There's a creek, looks like a farmer starting at that oak tree made a trench down to the creek so the water would flow out of here. And so I suspect this right here was cropland, as was that field. Now back there at that mound, I found a hammerstone. See, there's something else. You can find Native American, maybe you want to dig a little hole somewhere and you can just put it back so somebody else can find it. Always have something for everyone. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the valley of the beach. Remember, little things add up. All forestry mulching is this right here, time and pressure. Okay, those tracks that come through, you know, they're crushing everything. Whether it's a bulldozer, not against those things, because let's say I was gonna clean okay, back over there is an example of a spot I'd probably want to use a machine, unless you do it in the winter. If you're doing it in the winter, you don't have to worry about snakes and such. That's why I need your help, because it's spring, and it's just spring in Tennessee, and it's time. Everything is crawling, everything is turning green. Maybe you want to swing on a grapevine. Have you ever done that before? This is a big one. So you climb up this hill. Good morning, Fern. Swing. I had to find the video where I did this. I got it on video. Look, everything's gonna be raw, guys. It's unedited and not planned out. I'm just doing the work. It's not, I mean, I say work, it's not, it is physical labor, but you don't have to do that. You can swing on this vine if you want to. Just have fun. It's connected really well to that beech tree. That's a beautiful tree. Now watch out here. So who's gonna come today? 132, where are you? 132, where are you? I don't see you. I need to see you. Redwoods needs to see you. Come help Redwoods. Come help Redwoods. You're not alone. Sassafras says so. Little things add up. Little things add up. Making trails, nature trails by hand, walking trails, hiking trails, saving the wildlife, we don't bring in machines, no chainsaws, no engines. Most of the time, just hands and feet, gloves and boots. Gloves and boots, forestry mulching. But the main thing is, in doing so, that's my Redwoods redemption. Like I said, just something that's free. It's something you can try today. You can do it right now. Remember, if you don't have a spot, let me know down below. Redwoods redemption. April 18th, Thursday morning, 2024.